Welcome, my name is Trish. Thank you for joining me for today's true crime reading. I'm using my investigation deck. Links will be in the description where this deck comes from or how to purchase this deck. I am reading Phoebe Bishop again today. This is my second reading on her. The cards are speaking already. I've tapped into them this morning and asked questions to make sure that it's okay to read on her, and the information already started coming through. So I do hope that it reveals it. I'm not going to let you know what that was because you need to see the proof of the cards coming out themselves. But the cards did start to reveal information and they did start to communicate about this case. So I do hope that it comes back out again what came out before. Now, I just want to clarify a couple of things. This is my second reading, so I have a lot more information. I've been looking at videos on the internet. Now, when I do the first reading, when I say I go in blind, it's not 100% blind. I go in after watching one video. Usually it's a police interview when they talk about timelines, or it's a mainstream media, just with basic factual information. That's what I go in with. Second reading, I've gone in with, like everybody else, I'm looking on the internet, I'm seeing what everybody else is seeing. So I know a lot more information now. Now, in the reading last week, it said that there's this connection to somebody that is a repeat offender with the law, and I said that they don't go by the law. So and what it means is that they are repeat offenders with the law. They've had run-ins with the law repeatedly. So I didn't know, but the housemate was recently up on charges or called back in on regarding weapons charges in the car. So a sawn-off shotgun, I believe it was, in the car. So, and now she's been released on jail. So I didn't know that information at the time. I do now because I'm looking at the internet like everybody else. But yeah, that was factual. That was a hit off the cards last week. Now, the other thing that happened was I talked about the two crime scenes, one being the car, one being the house. I said family home, but it's not actually her family's home as in her mother's home. It's the home she was living in with the roommates. That's the house that's considered a crime scene. So just wanted to clarify that. And as I said, I didn't have a lot of information. I've now cleared that up by researching. So let's get into this reading and let's hope that the cards start to reveal through the information here. First of all, I want to talk about, as I shuffle, and let's just see where the cards go. Let the cards communicate on their own. That was actually one of the cards that came through, money involved. So let's let the cards talk as I talk about some of the things that have come up in this case. There is a connection. Money connection, as it says, as a money connection, and also a connection to a fight or an argument. So the police searched a part of the Goodnight Scrub. As I talk about the Goodnight Scrub, let's see what the cards reveal, and they've found some evidence. Now, they don't know, we haven't released whether it's evidence on this case. This is the authority. We're talking about the police now, and this is where the cards want to go. Evidence released, but the police believe that some evidence was actually removed from the crime site prior to them getting there. So, wanting out, somebody trying to get out, somebody wanting out of a situation. I'm getting that around Phoebe, and I got that in the dream that I had before I read on Phoebe. So trying to get out of something that she was involved in. Okay, so coming back to the police and the authority, police believe that some evidence was actually removed from the crime or from the scene that they were searching, which is the Goodnight Scrub, before they got there. Okay, yes, timing. So before they got there, tied down or restraint. So maybe restraints of some sort. Stranger unknown comes up in this case. I'm yet to reveal what it is. It's a new case, so the cards are putting themselves to certain elements of this case, and the more I read on it, the more they'll link themselves and start to narrate a story. Just like the Idaho 4 case, it has cards for everything. Now this one here, it comes out all the time, this stranger card, and checking the timing, something around the timing. So, and I think that is family on the bottom. Okay, so it could be connected somehow to restraints. Okay, now I want to, this person, there's a narcissist or torture involved. Not involved, unaware. This is somebody, restraint's not involved. Okay, that's not what they were trying to tell me then. Because you can see this person's restrained for torture, and then it's saying not involved. Okay, so what is it then that you're trying to tell me when you showed me the restraint card? Okay, we have the Hangman. Again, that's another rope. Two crimes connected here. It's perhaps related to lovers or a relationship, or the two people that are in a relationship. Again, there's a stranger. Maybe there's a stranger or a third person here that we're looking at. A mask, not true face. Restraints on the bottom. Tied or restrained on the bottom. Tell me what this stranger... I want to ask factual questions, but I do want to let the cards speak as well. Tell me what you're trying to say about this stranger card. Please, more information. More than one involved. Okay, accident sitting upright there, but more than one involved is the question. Well-funded operation. There was a fight or a conflict and trying to get away from something. So trying to get out of something or trying to get away from the situation. I think that's very relevant. Okay, if you don't know this case, it's apparently, okay, this young girl was being driven to the airport to catch up with an old high school boyfriend. Didn't make it to the check-in here. Now it's saying that there was a fight either in the car, or there may have been a fight the day before with the two roommates. Now the roommates I've noticed have one's been up on charges, as I said, but there's some issues there. Now the dream that I had indicated that she was trying to she was involved in something and she was wanting to get out of that, whatever that was. So whether that was the living arrangements or the contract, as in the living arrangements, trying to get out of that, money issues are involved here. So whether that's a financial deal or something she was involved in that around money being involved, or it was just related to rent money, there's about a fight broke out around that and she was trying to get away from the situation. Now the car, according to news reports, the roommate's car has fake number plates or doctored number plates and a doctored car brand logo. So now I do believe the car's connected. Somebody said that they may have never driven to the airport, but I've got the car in the first reading. The car came up very clearly, showed me the vehicle, showed me the two roommates, the female and the older male. It showed me the roommates. So I do believe that they are connected. I am safe now, being watched, looking at the digital footprint. Talking about safety, being watched, and a digital footprint. Okay, this information is all alleged. This is just card reading too, but let's continue on and see what the cards have to say. Now, I wanted to look into factual information as well as letting the cards reveal hidden secrets. So first of all, factual information is the car having the fake number plates. What's that all about? What's that? What's the reason behind that? We've got an innocent card on the table related to this car. But as I said, I do believe the car is connected. So let's get further back to coming back in now. Again, somebody being watched or somebody watching something organized. So let's come back to Phoebe's energy here, please. Phoebe's energy. Want to know where Phoebe is. Right, I'm pulling from my connections card because this is a communicator with somebody on the other side. So this card is all about the communication with the people that have passed over. So let me just see if there's anything that Phoebe... I've had the death card, unfortunately, a few times in this reading. Not today, last week. Okay. This is trying to change her home or her location. So she was trying to get out of there. She was trying to relocate. is what we're being communicated at the moment. They were working together or trying to work it out. So working together or trying to work it out. But flying the coop. She was leaving the situation, wanting to get a fresh start. Here it was a stallion. Someone is a player and she wanted to get free. Female energy. It says I love you, but I think it's related to female energy here. Okay, what else do you want to say? Okay, new love here. Again, female energy. Okay, it says protector. You can feel safe, a guide or guardian, or maybe this is the female being guarded or on guard, maybe around her own relationship, because here we've got the new relationship card. This is new. Only you. Sitting next to the female being protective. Stallion player on the bottom of the deck. Okay, it's time to go. The path is over. It was time to go. Communication, tell it like it is. Okay. I do believe Phoebe was in a car because, as I said, the vehicle card came out as well as the housemate. Was she ever on the way to the airport? The protector again. Goodbye, this is the end. Goodbye, this is the end. So I don't think she was on that way to the airport. Again, cards are speaking and they keep repeating the message. A new love, a protective energy. Goodbye, this is the end. Did she... Okay, goodbye. Let's talk about so the crime scene being the house that she lived in and the car. Can you please tell me what the actual crime scene is? Female energy. Please tell me what the crime scene is. The lion is strength. Now, in my crime deck, my investigation deck, the lion card means a confrontation. This is a person that is secretive or related to addictions of some sort. And a strong female. Okay, so we've got them. I believe this is the housemates here. Please show me what the action... Okay, this is a brain or head injury. Beautiful brain is a multiple wounds, multiple something, and brain, something to do with the brain or the head. Had to get away. Trying to get away. Now it's time now it's healing. Now in healing. Okay, trying to get away, trying to fly the coop, same cards again, wanting to make changes. Okay, a temptation there. There was something involving temptation or a young male. She was on her way to go and visit the younger male in WA, Western Australia. So a young male or a temptation, flying the coop, making changes around that. So let's move over back to the crime card because we want to delve deeply now more about Where is Phoebe? That's where I want to go. Please tell me where Phoebe is. Okay, so we have the house, evidence around the house. Now we have something about a accident not being involved. So an accident not involved. It wasn't an accident. It is related to 2 crimes. 2 crimes are connected. There's 2 crime scenes. There's 2 crime scenes, which is the car and the house. But there is more than one involved. Again, being watched. Stalker being watched. Or there was a fight. And an argument. Okay, a stalker, fight, argument. Fight about being watched. Fight about somebody watching. Yeah, it's come out a couple of times, so it's important. And it was actually an aggressive attack, not just a conflict or an argument. It turned into an aggressive attack. Okay, this is and now missing, searching. This is person in charge or male energy father figure. Okay, let's pack the cards away. They're not moving until I ask the question. So I was just letting them talk. So let's just ask the question we're looking at. I want to know where she is right now. Please tell me, where is Phoebe Bishop right now? Please find me. Connected to freedom. Secrets being exposed around jealousy or cheating. Something that was organised or related to a ring. Ringmaster organised. A digital footprint. I was actually just going to say, when I was looking at this picture here, have they looked at the digital footprint? Have they looked at like pings, cell phone pings of all of the phones involved? So that's what I was thinking when I was looking, and then over here, the digital footprint was the card that flipped upside down there as they were telling me information about digital footprint. What can you tell me about the digital footprint? There's a connection. They might make a connection around the timing if they're looking at the digital footprint. It's showing something about the timing, which can lead to a connection of some sort. Something about the house is what I'm hearing there. A missing piece. Okay, an evidence, missing piece, connected to the house. Safety, there was a word that I missed there, sorry. See if I can pull it back out again. Please come back to me. I missed it, sorry. If I don't grab it straight away, it doesn't come out. Please repeat that word. Please give me that information again. Okay, let's recap on what I said. Missing piece, evidence, in the house was the last word that I heard, and then there was another word that came in after that. Looking in the wrong direction, or being led in the wrong direction, but I feel like there's something money involved. Okay. Narrowing in is what I'm hearing. Different word to what I heard before. Okay, the investigation narrowing in, more than one involved. Fool is like the search in that forest with the scrub. Missing, searching. Something about a wrong direction though. So let's pull the cards back out again. I'm trying to pull back that information that they were giving me when they were talking about evidence, the house. Cold. Speaking to somebody. There are speaking to somebody. Evidence. The LE about the confrontation. Again, there's two innocent people. The innocent card keeps coming up. Okay, somebody with a mental struggle or an illness or fighting. Somebody with a mental illness, struggle or fighting here. Confrontation related, but this innocent card. Let's elaborate. I've seen that a couple of times. What are you telling me about innocent? Okay, I've got to change cards there. I was getting then judgment out of the picture. This is the deck that I need for this one here. What are you telling me about the innocent card, please? Judgment, harsh sentence, somebody out of the picture. Goodbye, this is the end. Look for the signs. Okay, that heart related. So it's related to a connection to heart. Let's pull this back in. Goodbye, the end of the situation. Okay, innocent. What do you mean by innocent, please? Good time. That's our alcohol card again. We saw that in the first reading a couple of times. A connection. Physical connection. Beyond just physical connection. Bottom of the deck was working it out or working together. Who's innocent? Who's innocent in all of this? Strong female came out. And there's the male. There's... What? That's the roommate. Pass suddenly, it says pass suddenly, outcome is swift. Got the alcohol card again. There's an attraction going on there and a connection. So a physical attraction, a physical connection here. We keep getting that a little bit over and over again. We've got soulmates on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to ask, with both decks, are the housemates innocent? This is the home, the housemates. Lost, memory loss. Okay, watching you. No. Okay, memory loss. Can't remember everything about the situation, maybe intentionally, but something about memory. Male energy. This says watching over you. Male energy. Okay, let's go back here. Are the police narrowing in? Are the police getting closer to a conviction here or narrowing in? What's going on with the investigation? Let's take the investigation deck. What's going on with the investigation of this case? Okay, they're talking to people, but there's a web of lies going on. So they're talking to people, but people aren't being truthful to do with the finding Phoebe, because it's missing. She's missing. So not giving information that's helpful in finding her. More like lies, because we have the web of lies. We have I know too much, inside job taken out. Things didn't go to plan, but there was a plan. There was a strategy or a plan, but it didn't go to plan. It became too heated. There was too much of the situation got too heated, aggressive attack. And here where it was like a power struggle. So this is a powerful person, but it feels to be more like power struggle or asserting power. Put somewhere or put in their place. That's another way of reading that card. Put in their place. Okay, my question is, for the investigation, are they narrowing in on the suspects? Or suspect? They're being kept in the dark, keeping their information in the dark, keeping it to themselves. This feels like, because I was getting like building a case. So, you know, when you have to build a case, guilty or freedom, this is what I was picking up on. So when you have to have a clear case for conviction, and they have to be building a case. So this is what I'm feeling like. It's left in the dark at the moment while they build their case. This is the authority. So the cards are definitely speaking here. We're talking about investigation, law enforcement. They're not quite clear with all of the facts and information here, but they have to be clear because it's a matter of guilty or freedom if they get their facts incorrect or not clear enough for trial. So that's what's going on at the moment now. Wanting out. So there's something around wanting out, trying to get clarity on that, the law enforcement. So they're trying to get more information. This is why I think they're talking to people, but they're not getting, sometimes they're getting lies. Keep hearing cold, so undercover. Okay, I don't want to ruin an investigation or anything, but there's a bit of work going on behind the scenes. That's what undercover means. There's a bit of work going on behind the scenes here around this case. Being organised, related to a ringmaster or an organised ring, or a lot of organising going on here. Perpetrator, I just heard, and infiltration. Worried about this case going cold. I've heard it 3 times now. Something's being shut down. Shutting down something. Shutting down what? This is clues, looking at hidden clues. The search. It must be the search that they're shutting down, the search. Looking for clues, like the searching. Here is some things are being tampered with or covered up. They do believe, and again, this card again, it means something. This covering up card here, or tampering, is when I spoke about earlier in the video that the police think that somebody got to the crime, well, not the crime scene, but the search area in the Goodnight Scrub, where they found some things there that they're looking at, but they believe that somebody got there first and removed some things. Now, when I was asking about that earlier, I got the tide or restraints, and that's why I asked, was there restraints? Is that what was removed, or is that what they found? Maybe I didn't ask that. I asked, was that what was removed? Maybe that's what was found, because it's come up again when I was heading in that same direction. I think they're doing a bit of work in the background, worried about it being a cold case, so there's a bit of work, active work going on in the background at the moment for this. Okay, I'm just going to pull final words, and I get the nice light deck for this one here. Final words, please. They are sweet. This deck's a sweeter way of communicating around such violence and devastation. Okay, changes and transformations. Changing stories, maybe? Changing tactics? Innocent children. Again, we've got the word innocent. That's come up a couple of times. Path is over, I had to go. We've got the strong female with strong female involved. This is final pull for this case. Okay, here's the cards. Distance, trying to get a far away distance. She was going to the other side of Australia. That's where she was trying to go or wanting to go. Again, we're looking at good time girl. Or alcohol related. This card here is about a good time girl or alcohol related. It was a quick and swift outcome, but the situation was going on for a long time. I was wondering how these two piece together. So the situation was going on for a long time, and the ending, says passed suddenly, was a swift and quick ending. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for watching.